in my last video, I just covered 6 budgeting tasks you must complete on a daily basis in order to truly stay on top of your budget. In this video, we talk about weekly, monthly, and annual budgeting tips so you can create the most profitable budget ever. Be sure to subscribe, give this video a like, and comment below anything you find helpful or any requests you may have. We just completed the second week of my budgeting challenge. We covered financial goals everyone must make in their lifetime, and we evaluated your spending over 2020 and estimated your spending for 2021. By the end of this month, we will create a budget for you for this entire year. And after our challenge, I'll be sharing how to create a lifetime budget. So if you haven't already, be sure to grab my free budget template. The link is below. I totally understand that budgeting can be so boring for you, but when you learn proper accounting techniques and terms, like top financial gurus tell you that you should learn, practicing these techniques become habits that are super easy to stay on top of. We must budget, aka stay on top of our finances our entire lives. So let's do it right so you can stop simply making ends meet or paying debt and never getting ahead and actually build wealth. When you are paid, you want to close out the previous pay period. This means that you are determining what your true balance is after income and expenses for that pay period. Why is this so important? It is because you want to maximize what you have remaining by either transferring it to a high-yield savings account or investment account, depending on where you stand financially, whether you are in a debt payoff stage or wealth building stage, which I will share more about in future videos. I digressed a tiny bit. So again, you want to close out the previous pay period, meaning you determine what your remaining balance is after income and expenses. And if you are practicing the daily budgeting tasks I shared in my previous video, you should never have a negative balance after income and expenses, and you will always have a positive balance. After you close out the previous pay period, you will take this positive balance and invest it. So whenever you are paid, you are simply reconciling what has cleared your account and moving any pending payments to the next pay period so that you can maximize what you have remaining from the previous pay period. The rest of your weekly or bi-monthly budgeting tasks, since most are paid twice a month, will include completing tasks like reconciling any automated transfers to your savings or making those transfers manually, paying any bills online that you're not able to automate, and writing checks for any bills or charities you can't pay online. Every month, you want to maximize your credit card rewards. If you have credit card debt, you want to watch this video here. And if you don't have credit card debt, you want to watch this video here. While most have and are adding to credit card debt, some are earning money and rewards from their credit card use. To maximize those rewards, you want to charge everything you're allowed to charge to a high earning rewards credit card. I'm not saying charge and buy everything you want. I'm saying charge what you would normally pay for within your budget and what you are allowed to charge to your credit card so that you can earn money and rewards back from those charges. To clarify, there are some things that you can't charge to a credit card, like some utilities, as these companies require you to use a checking account or a debit card. For anything you are allowed to charge that you would normally spend on, charge it. I was so excited when my daughter's college allowed us to charge tuition to my credit card because I was like, oh, yes, money back please. And I charge everything I can to my credit card, including the internet, our cell phones, gas, groceries, and everything else possible that I need to pay for. When people tell me they are allowed to use a credit card to pay for rent, I'm like, oh my god, I would so take advantage of that and pay my rent with a credit card. Rent is typically your highest bill, so paying for that by credit card and getting money back would be so smart financially. So to maximize rewards earnings from your credit card, you will practice the daily budgeting tasks I shared in my previous video to ensure you are always within budget. Then you will pay off your credit card every month to ensure you aren't charged late fees and do not accumulate finance charges for carrying a balance, and instead are earning back funds from using your credit card. The rest of your monthly budgeting tasks will include completing tasks like reconciling your savings and investment accounts by entering any interest earnings or transfers and gains and losses into your budget, reconciling that your budget for the month matches your bank statements, and you will review your short-term financial goals to make sure you are on track, which I will eventually share more details about, so stay tuned for that. Every year, you will want to review your long-term goals to see how any major changes will affect your finances this year. You might be due to purchase a new car, plan to have a baby, or send your baby off to college. Hopefully, if you have followed good financial advice, like I have shared here in these financial goals that you must make in your lifetime for yourself, for your spouse, present or future, and your children, present or future, and if you have been staying on top of your budget like I am providing for you free Here, these financial goals have all been planned for and saved for, and things are simply a matter of transferring over what you have saved and paying for that new vehicle, providing for that new baby on delivery, and paying for your high school graduate's college tuition. And even if you haven't started saving and investing for these major purchases and financial goals, you can still accomplish them with proper budgeting. It's all a matter of plugging the numbers into your budget so that you can ensure you do not go over budget and continue to build wealth. The rest of your annual budgeting tasks will include completing tasks like updating your income as you acquire any pay raises or your business profits increase, which goes in line with the next task, which is to update what tax bracket you are under in case you move into another. The tax brackets are updated each year and made available every October. Being aware of the tax brackets will allow you to plan accordingly to see how your take-home pay will be affected each year if you are employed. For business owners, you can stay on top of business expenses that you are allowed to write off to determine what your income will be after deducting these expenses by the end of the year, which therefore determines what tax bracket you will be in and the amount of taxes you must pay. You will also reevaluate your charitable donations each year because we should always be blessing others, but you can also benefit from giving as your charitable donations are deducted from your income, allowing you to report a lower income, potentially putting you into a lower tax bracket, allowing you to pay lower taxes. You will also want to reevaluate your expenses. In my previous video about 8 budgeting tasks you must do every year, I talked about ways to reduce your required expenses. After doing so, you can update your budget with these lowered expenses accordingly. Taking care of these tasks annually takes you back full circle to accomplishing your financial goals as you reduce your tax and regular expenses and use all that you save to go toward investing into your financial future. Don't forget, if you haven't already, you can still join my budgeting challenge. By the end of this month, we will create a budget for you for this entire year. And after our challenge, I will be sharing how to create a lifetime budget, which takes all these tasks I just noted and puts them into practice. So if you haven't already, be sure to grab my free budget template from my freebie library. The link is below. In my next video, I will share 28 shocking ways disorganization is costing you money. So be sure to subscribe, give this video a like, comment below anything you might struggle with regarding getting your finances in order, and feel free to share this with anyone you think might want to join the budget challenge. Happy budgeting!